Berlin Raceway highlights are brought to you by ProTech Heating and Cooling. August 23rd featured the Tecton Super Late Models, Model Coverall Limited Late Models, Baker Auto Group Sportsman, and the Auto Value 4-cylinders all in action.
The first race of the night was the Limited Late Models. Before we even had one completed lap, Eric Vaughn spun coming out of turn number 4, barely touching the wall. He'd be able to continue. When the race resumed, it was a good battle between Scott Root and Nick DeLongpre. However, DeLongpre would get out in front and stay out in front. 25 green flag laps from there, and that's the 4th win of the season. Nick DeLongpre runs away with it. Scott Root finishes 2nd, Denny Anderson 3rd, Josh Fry finishes 4th, and Tim Green rounded out the top 5.
Up next, we had a couple heat races for the 4-cylinders. It was Matt McCarthy and Robert Green. They found their way to the heat race wins and the checkered flag. From there, it was the Sportsmen for their first feature of the night. It was Brian Tomey for the first 8 laps until our first caution flag. When Mo Davis went off of the backstretch into the back 40, he was okay and able to continue. Corey Ensing got around Tomey at lap number 9 until a hard-charging Ryan Holtzlander got around Ensing with a handful of laps to go, and he would go to victory lane for the 32nd time. Ryan Holtzlander wins, Tim DeVos 2nd, Josh Fry 3rd, Corey Ensing 4th, and Brian Tomey rounded out the top 5.
The Limited Late Models will go 30 laps for their second feature. Billy Epping would jump out in front early on. However, coming out of turn number 2, Vivian Van Wynen early on spins. That would bring out the caution flag. On the ensuing restart, Billy Epping would jump out to a huge lead, and it looked like he'd be able to run away to a victory, but Tim Green slowly tracked the number 8 car down, and with the white flag in the air, the 21 car would get around Epping, and he would move his way back into victory lane for the 3rd time this season. Epping finished 2nd, Josh Fry finished 3rd, Nick DeLongpre finished 4th, Mike Root rounded out the top 5.
4-cylinders were up next for their $2,500 payout, a little extra payout in a 30-lap main event. Steve LaRoche would lead the first 15 laps until the competition yellow. It didn't take too much longer until a hard-charging Chase and Justin Roloffs and Dave Simpson all continued to work their way through. Chase Roloffs would grab the lead, but he would only hang on to it for a few more laps until Dave Simpson, the hard charger and fast qualifier, setting a brand new track record in qualifying, was able to get by. Only one more caution flag came at lap number 23 when Steve LaRoche spun. He would be able to continue. From there, it was Simpson on the restart, and Simpson from fast time to victory lane and the big payout. Dave Simpson wins another one. Justin Roloff 2nd. Dennis Holtzlander the 3rd was 3rd. Chase Roloff's 4th, and Blake Heidema would round out the top 5.
The second Sportsman feature of the night went 25 laps. Corey Holtzlander and Braden Cook had an early battle on in the race, but Corey Holtzlander would finally take the lead a couple laps in. But it wasn't much longer before that where Corey Holtzlander got a little bit loose, and that allowed former track champion Kevin Ford to take the lead on lap number 5. While there were great battles going on around the track, Kevin Ford would have a nice little Sunday drive and cruise to his 3rd win of the season. Tim DeVos finished 2nd. Scott Baker finished 3rd, Tom Thomas finished 4th, and Brian Tillema rounded out the top 5.
The final event of the evening was the Tecton Super Late Model 75-lap main event. On lap number 1, a melee on the backstretch. Brian Van Zalen, Tyler Lupton, Tyler Reisinga, and Keith Herb all involved. 3 cars would not be able to continue, so an early caution before the race even got started. From there, we back under green. It was all Dylan Stovall up until the first competition yellow at lap number 35. Upon the restart at lap number 36, Ken Wabba goes for a spin, bringing out another yellow flag. From there, it was all green flag, and only one lap later, where a hard-charging Austin Hull gets past Dylan Stovall. From there, it was Hull all the way till the end. So Austin Hull wins, Andrew Scheid goes 2nd, Dylan Stovall 3rd, Joe Bush was 4th, and Brian Campbell would round out the top 5.
We'll be taking a week off for the Labor Day weekend holiday, but we'll come back in a big way on September 5th and September 6th. The Battle of the Pros weekend. A first-time winner will be crowned in the Pro Late Model race on the Friday night, along with the Auto Value 4-cylinders, Model Coverall Limited Late Models, and Baker Auto Group Sportsmen. And then the Limited Late Models and Sportsmen and the Pro Late Models will be doing it again on Saturday night in the Battle of the Pros main event. That is a 150-lap race, $12,000 to win. A dandy of a race indeed. 6:30 green flag both Friday and Saturday night. For tickets and more information, visit berlinraceway.com.
Live video coverage provided by Cinerific.